Hello and welcome to another episode of Scribblestar Design. In today's episode, I'm going to do a review of my January 2023 Creative Challenge. First, we need the book. So if those who are new to my channel have been following from the very beginning, in my first video, I talked about how I wanted to do a challenge for myself called the 2023 Creative Challenge. The idea behind it is to draw an illustration or a doodle or something of any kind for every day in the year of 2023 and then posting it online with the hashtag 2023 Creative Challenge. In this video, I'm going to talk about what I've drawn so far in the month of January and also talk about what I've learned in that month, along with how I feel like the progression of the challenge is going. But first, obviously, as you can tell, this is the sketchbook that I am putting all my illustrations into, or at least as much as I can within this month, or this year, I should say. But I want to talk a little bit about why I've chosen this sketchbook out of all the many other sketchbooks that I could have possibly picked. By the way, not sponsored. I'm doing this out of just my preference, and again, the whole channel is just based on what I would like to do. But yeah, so I use this brand and this particular sketchbook multiple times in my past, and there's just something about this particular layout and size that I've just always found for me to be more productive and just be more enthusiastic to draw in versus most other sketchbooks that I have had experiences with. I've, in my years of experience, I've been always a bigger fan of larger size sketchbooks, and especially sketchbooks with the rings on them, because then that way I can flip them all the way over and draw in the case of like just having it this way, or in other cases, I've had sketchbooks where I've had double spreads, but just more or less have like everything covered on this page and this page, but mostly anything that's on this page would, obviously I would draw on this side, but then random sketches and other things that I just wanted to keep, I would tape or glue on this side. That way it doesn't destroy or distraught whatever I've originally drawn, but I also get to keep what I have without dedicating a whole new page and not wasting paper. Because even though I am an artist and I do like to do traditional work, which is somewhat not the best for the environment, I try to be very conservative as to how I use my materials and try to use as much of it as I can without being wasteful. So I like the fact that, again, it's easy to fold. I also like the type of paper that it is. As you can tell, it is the Woodbridge Sketch Pad. It is a medium surface, heavyweight paper, suitable for pencils, charcoal, crayon, inks, and light washes. I like this paper for when I do my Copic illustrations. I'm a big fan of Copic markers. Again, not sponsored, just my preference. I find the paper doesn't absorb too much of the ink, but enough to give you the saturation of the color that you want. And I just also like how this paper feels against with pencil. Like if you're an artist, you know what I mean. Like there's some paper that's super smooth, so your pencil or charcoal or whatever you draw with, like ink, will glide across the paper. I kind of like having a bit of the resistance of, like, I guess the pulp. I don't know, there's just something about it that I just feel like I draw better with. If it's too silky, I feel like I don't have control. If there's a little bit of friction, it works better for me. And also, as you can see, as I said, I feel like this paper really works with ink because it is thicker. Like it does, like the paper doesn't bleed as much, but it does take the ink well. So it is 80 pounds. So it's kind of, it's not super thick, but it's a thick boy. Look at that. Wait, I'm just making sure. Yeah, this is a piece of paper. This is a piece of paper. Like how thick that boy is. So it's very durable. Very good. It takes Copic and ink very well. I have never tried using gouache or watercolors. I'm pretty sure it can take gouache. It's just one of those things where if you do decide to paint in this book, yeah, just make sure you put something, or paint or ink or marker in this book. I do say that sometimes it does bleed depending on how many layers you put on, so I do suggest putting a I call it the scrap piece of paper underneath. That way you don't bleed onto your other paper. But if you're going to paint in it, I do say either get a hard surface area like a Bristol board or even cardboard maybe, and tape it behind so your paper doesn't go all warpy. But just experiment. Again, this is the book that I prefer. I've always found it at any art store, Michael's, Curry's, probably online, but you use whatever book you feel comfortable with. I just feel comfortable in this. But the one thing about this book though is even though it has a beautiful illustration, I don't know who done this, but you know, credits to them, this isn't really me. So I want to customize this book before we take a deep dive into what I did in January. All right, so for the front cover, I like to customize it with things that make me happy, things that inspire me, and the one way you can do that is either take some old sketches and like paste it on, but personally, I just cover my front sketchbooks with stickers. Stickers that I have bought at conventions, online, or even stickers that have been gifted to me. It's just, again, it's just one of those things where if I'm gonna buy stickers, might as well use it for something that makes me happy. So let me show you some stickers that I'm going to customize this sketchbook with. All right, so first I'm going to show some stickers that I have made in the past as just little prototypes that I would like to sell in the future, but I haven't got around to producing them yet for sale. First, I will present my Little Chubby Unicorn series. These are unicorns that are sassy, they have attitude, and they're just perfect in my opinion. I made them with, I believe it was the Cricut vinyl sticker paper, and then I actually laminated them with a heat laminator that I bought specifically to make stickers with. The other reason why I have not made more stickers is because my inkjet for my printer completely got kaplooey. Like the yellow doesn't work anymore, so I have to buy a new one. So yeah, I have to debate now, do I spend the money to buy a new ink head or do I just mass produce them at another company? So I'm in debate with that, but anyways, so yes, as you can see, I have two beautiful chubby unicorns. I have this one. I personally love this one. She is my favorite. He or she, they can be either gender. They don't have to be gender specific. I just love both of them. But yes, this one's my favorite. I call this one Cotton Candy. I have not made a name up for this one, but yeah, if you guys are interested in any of these stickers that I show you, please, 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 comment down below and I will make a note. I already know the unicorns for sure because my friends have told me they want to buy them, but let me know from other people. So here are other stickers that I want to put on. I want to redesign this because I think this one's a little too complicated in the design, but as you can see, it is a horse skull that I have then designed crystals on to kind of make it like a unicorn after death. So it's I call this, again, my crystal unicorn. And then along with the skull theme, I have a skull wearing a crown of flowers. This is definitely one that I want to redesign and do because this is not my usual art style in like the sense of shading. It was just something I was experimenting with. And the flowers in the darker color schemes, they're just a little too dark. They're not very well saturated. Like I did like dark blue lines for the blue flower, but it just looks like a blue blob. While the yellow one works, but again, it just needs some rework. Both of these are gonna be reworked in the future, but yeah, let me know if this is kind of your style. Another one, I'm kind of embarrassed about this sticker. So this is a sticker that I made for a thesis project that I did like years ago, where I did like a online self-defense course where you can learn how to teach yourself self-defense using a mobile app. And this was like the logo. And as a graphic designer, I absolutely hate it now. It's one of those things where, again, I made while I was learning graphic design, and like my skills and knowledge was like subpar because it's whatever I learned in school, and there's so much I could do different to it, but I got a bunch of these stickers. But it reminds me of the progression of where I was before to the progression where I am now, so I will definitely be putting this on my book, but it's not my favorite sticker. So I am Canadian, and in Canada, we have a lot of things that we are patriotic about, but one thing that you know about Canada is that we're very prideful on our poutine. So I got this mother effer right here. He is the mascot for, I guess, what is it called? The Holy Smokes? No. The Poutine House? Anyways, I just think he's so funny. I'm gonna put him on the book, because why not? Look at him. Another sticker that I'm really excited about that I bought at a store not too long ago is, like, come on. Come on. Like, what is there more to say? I love ramen. I love just noodles in general, if I'm honest. And it says send nudes. Like, if you don't understand the joke, then I think you might be a little too young for my channel. But yeah, I'm excited to put this on. It's also like a nice matte sticker. So that is the code if you want to know, made by Sticker Northwest Inc. if you are interested in getting this sticker, because I did not make it, but I'm putting it on my book. Okay, so the rest of the stickers that I have is actually from a small independent store, online store in Canada. And they have a lot of very cute stickers if you are into journaling or sticker collecting, and if you really like cats, this is your place to order from. I'm going to leave her information in the descriptions below, but here is my first order from her, which is Sleepy House Lion. So she has this like habit of decorating her envelopes with her stickers so you can see what she has. So like she has these cute little stamp stickers and the flower stickers. And I also wanted to show off her packaging because she's very big on doing eco-friendly packaging, you know, save the environments. She's also very good at handwriting, which I envy, but look at it, it's gorgeous. She also has like these bubble tea series. As you can tell, she kind of does digital watercolor looking art. I love it. It's amazing. I think it's gorgeous. As you can tell, I already opened it, but I wanted to show you guys as if you're opening for the first time with me. So, oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. So these are the stickers that I'm going to post on my book. So also note that this is her little mascot. It's of her cat, Mr. Noodles, who has unfortunately passed away. May he rest in peace. He was a good boy, but his memory lives on in all of her little illustrations of him. So I am honored and blessed that I can put little Mr. Noodles on my sketchbook, and may he live on forever in our little memories. Also, don't forget to check out her page, her Instagram, her Etsy, her actual website, and sign up for her newsletter where she'll update all the promos and new stickers that she has in stock. She also has like this cute little paw print. Again, Mr. Noodles in the moon and the stars in a bottle, making all your little dreams come true. Again, amazing. Like, she wrote this. This is how amazing her cursive is. She wrote this. I would have to find a font online to get anywhere close to this. She is amazing. Again, this is her style as well. She made the card. Again, Sleepy House Lion. Do not forget it. Okay, oh, actually, there we go. Again, eco-friendly packaging, little washi tape. So not all of these I'm going to put on, because some of these are meant for journaling, but most of them will go on, will go on my book. So here are a little space thing. Again, here's a little sticker package. Not sticker, stamp label package. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff in this shot. Move some things around. Cute little gardening. So I already have this one on my water bottle, but I really like this one where it's like a moon with flowers. It can go either way you want. Actually, I think it's either this way or this way. It depends on your preference. But this is super cute. I love. Again, little Mr. Noodles or the sleepy lion, house lion in a window. Very nice. I got these beautiful, I think they're daffodils, little flowers. Okay, I actually have another envelope from her. She updated her packaging, but yeah, she has like now these little tape things. Super cute, super cute. Okay, I'm gonna show you more because you don't need to see the front. Here, do you hear the crinkling? Hopefully this is good ASMR. Yeah, do you guys like that? Oh yeah. Okay, we have another cat in the bottle. But this is a white cat now, so we'll put that with that. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, there's a mix of some of these stickers having a gloss finish, and then some of these are just matte finishes. If you do journaling, I would suggest ordering the matte ones or the non-laminated ones, but if you're like me who uses stickers for like everyday purposes such as your water bottles or sketchbooks, like things that may possibly get wet, then I would say get the laminated ones. You're like, yes, they cost more, but they'll last you longer, like way longer. But yeah, it's pretty cool. This was part of her fall series with, again, Mr. Noodles, or her mascot with the scarf. A little bottle of strawberry jam, I believe. Also, she like updated her packaging the last time I got an order from her. So she has like, again, like fit packaging. It's so cute. Like, do you not just want to order from her because of the packaging alone? Again, not sponsored. Nothing I'm showing is sponsored. Nothing I'm showing is sponsored. Just, this is just stuff I want to show off. Okay, so everything in here I'm not probably going to put in the book, but definitely I'm going to put this on the book. This is a bigger one of the cat with the scarf, which I'll probably put on the book because it's laminated. These are the months. So this is more for journaling. So I got months that I'll put.
Give me your soul.
I don't know where I left off. My camera decided to say a full card, so I gotta go faster. So I got these to-do important stuff. I got work ones, which is very important because, you know, gotta work. And then look at all these like little kitty ones. Again, these aren't really laminated, so I can still use these. I can still use some of these for the book. Again, little like, this one's very good for, I guess, sleep tracking or just life stuff of how you feel mood-wise. So this one I may, actually no, I'll use some of these too. What am I kidding? Here's some nice ones of just everyday activities such as like games, coffee, reading, mail, like nice. Again, this is all nice stuff that you would want for journaling or planning, which I would love to do, but my brain does not accept that stuff sometimes. More flowers. I love like the textured backgrounds, and there's just something so modern and elegant about this design. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm running out of space. Oh no. Okay, I put it here. There we go. And then of course a little, actually, oh, I forgot I had this little print. I'm actually gonna put this print up with all my stuff. Oh, this is her saying the thank you because we took care of her cat. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna keep that to the side over here. But yeah, these are the stickers that I am going to plan on putting on my book. So give me a few seconds and I will rearrange everything. Actually, let me just... Oh no! And now, with the magic of editing, I present to you The sketchbook. Wow, doesn't that look way better than it was? It looks better to me. As you can tell, I didn't use all the stickers that I presented. I just chose stickers that I thought would fit well with the page, and I'm keeping the other stickers for when I attempt to journal or even use for my book of shadows, because I want to make it a little more exciting. But anyways, this is what I ended up with. This makes me happy. On camera, it looks like a cluster F. But to me, it just makes me happy. I got my unicorns, I got some skulls, I got something that's just very silly. I got a kitty cat. I got multiple kitty cats. I got like space. I got the moon. I got nighttime. I got noodles. This makes me happy. So this is how I will be presenting my book for the 2023 Creative Challenge for the rest of the year. So with that being said, now that we finally illustrated or designed, zhuzhed up the book a bit to my preference, now we can finally get into what everyone's been waiting for. What I created for January 2023. Alright, so what did I create for 2023? Let's start from the very beginning. So when I first started this challenge, my idea was to just do pencil sketches. Black and white, nothing too crazy, nothing too creative. So that's why for like the first 4 days, I just went strictly pencil. And of course, when in doubt and whenever I don't really know what to draw, I just draw my chibi OC character of myself. It's just draw something that you know of. Draw something that you're familiar or aware with, then you don't really need references for. So I just drew myself flying on a witch's broom. My ultimate goal and dream, but let's face it, that may not actually happen. Sticking with the witchy theme for January because I felt very witchy for some reason. I guess because new year, new me kind of concept. I drew a little frog with a witch's hat. I asked on my Instagram story as to people asking, hey, what would you like to see more drawings of me of? And someone said frogs. And so I drew a cute little frog. I would like to make that into a sticker in the future. There have been people who have expressed their want and need of it. I just haven't gone around to rendering it past the pencil stage. Again, my whole concept for this challenge was to just do pencil sketches. But of course, if you've been following me on Instagram, you will know that that strictly and absolutely changed as soon as I passed day 5. So again, I did the little froggo. I did waffles because I made waffles on not day 3. I made waffles I think on New Year's Day. But yeah, so I took a picture of what I made and I decided to sketch it. If you look closely, it looks like a skull. So I made it as like a skull waffle unintentionally. And then on January 4th was my husband's birthday. So I asked him, hey, what do you think I should draw? And out of everything, he's like, draw bubble tea. He loves bubble tea. I went out and actually bought bubble tea for him on his birthday. And while making drawing the bubble tea, I thought, how come there's no witch themed bubble tea shops? I feel like that would be perfect. So I kind of made it as a theme of like bubble trouble, as in that, what is it called? Oh God, I just had Hamlet. That one line in Hamlet where the witches are together and they're doing their spell. It's not bubble trouble. I think that's just a Mandela effect that I have in my brain. But yeah, I made that. This is where everything changed. So my sister's cat, Milo, decided to have a little derpy face for a very long time. And because of that, my sister took a picture and sent it in the family group chat. And I was like, oh, I know what I'm drawing today. And so I drew him as a derpy face. But then when I drew it in pencil, I was like, this needs to be in color. So then I got my Copic markers out and pencil crayons, and I did this, and this started the whole pattern of just me continuously rendering every drawing that I did so far in January, because for some reason I really enjoy it. Like, I know this whole challenge is just for me to get into the habit of constantly drawing something every day, or get in the motion of like the muscle memory of drawing or rendering and stuff. But like, I forgot how much I actually enjoy coloring my illustrations in Copics. I've been doing digital art for so long that I forgot what it was like to actually take out my markers and render things in that way. On this day, day 6, I decided to redraw a illustration that I did long ago that I've never posted, of a cat in space, along with another character that you will probably see later on. I forget if it was this month or the February month, but I did this illustration of a space cat, and yeah, I just really like how it looks. But yeah, so this is like the 6 days in. On this page, things got a little different. So again, my whole idea was to try to just do simple, quick sketches. But as you can tell, my evolution in drawing has drastically changed from really simple and quick to colorful and rendered to a little more complex. So I did a little ghost kitty. I did a little duck with a knife, because why not? I mean, butter knife. He has a butter knife. He's gonna butter some toast. That is what I meant. I made this one of Reagan kind of being pissed off, because this was the day that I found out that on Netflix they canceled the series in general, and it really upset me because I really like Inside Job. I think it's a really good series, and I'm just upset that they canned it. So I was just thinking, well, what would the character Reagan do if she heard about the situation? And I think she would be mad. I drew this because if you haven't been on social media, this guy, character named Death from the Puss in Boots movie, was all over my feeds, and I'm like, I need to draw him. I need to draw him. I drew him more in my style, like he's supposed to have like a longer snout, but yeah, I think he turned out really good. So this was a very frustrating day for me. Ideally, what happened was there was a TikTok that I saw of a cute little cow, and he was like doing a little tongue thing of a bloop, and I wanted to draw him. I was trying to do a reel of me progressively like seeing the video and me being excited and me drawing it and getting to this point. But not only did the illustration not turn out the way that I wanted to, but the video somehow got corrupted, and I couldn't use it. I couldn't post it on TikTok. I was so upset. When I posted this, everyone was like, that's a fluffy looking pig. I'm like, it's not a pig. It's supposed to be a baby cow. It's supposed to be a calf. It's like, oh, that does not look like a cow. And I'm like, I agree, it doesn't. Like, So usually I would just move along and try something else, but I was like, you know what? I want to prove I can draw a cow. So I dedicated the next day and I drew what I think looks like a cow. Not the best looking cow, but I mean, it's okay. It's still good. It's a cow. This is more recognizable as a cow. Okay, this is one of my fun pages. I actually really like how this page went. You can see the progression as to my drawing style, a bit like my drawing style always changes, but a bit of my head space when I draw. So someone suggested that I draw werewolves, and as a teenager I used to draw werewolves all the time. I was probably Team Jacob when Twilight came out, and I was obsessed. I'm still obsessed with werewolves, but like I was really obsessed with werewolves. So I drew a character of a werewolf character I used to draw a lot in high school, but I changed her up with the skull because I asked again online on my Instagram saying, what should I draw? And someone said a werewolf, but then someone else said a skull. And I was like, let me combine both the ideas together. So I drew this character, which I really like. Someone said it kind of reminds them of a Pokemon, a Digimon, and I agree, but I also love it. This day I just decided to draw a deer, and it's one of those things where It's one of those illustrations that I'm not a fan of. Like, I think I did a really good job on the deer, but the, I don't know what you want to call this. Like, obviously that's a flower crown, but like, I guess the necklace or shoulder piece, I don't know. I'm not a fan of how I drew the leaves, but a lot of people seem to like this. I think it's just the color choices, and I really went heavy on the texture with a pencil crayon. So I think I will redraw this in the future, but add more detail or be a little more attentive to how I draw the leaves and just make it look better. Like, again, I could just probably crop out the deer and just redraw the whole flower leaf situation. I don't know, I'll figure that out in the future. This guy, I love this guy. So hamsters have been popping up on my TikTok a lot lately. I do not know why. It's perhaps the algorithm or just a lot more hamster content popping up, but I love this guy. I drew the hamster and then I was like, it looks like he needs to be holding something. And I was feeling a little
dark that day.
so I drew him with a little scythe, and it's like, could you imagine like a little hamster reaper thing coming at you, being like,
Give me your soul.
and you just see this, and you're like, you're so cute. Do you want like a little carrot or something? So I love him. I love him so much. He's so cute. He also reminds me of my hamster, Jacqueline, growing up. Same fur, color, and everything. Just oh my god, so cute. I drew a little baby crocodile. A lot of people seem to like this little guy. So chunky. I love him. And then I got this reference or a reference on Pinterest and I just wasn't getting it. So I kind of took some creative liberation and just drew the character in a different way that I guess suited me in my drawing style better. And yeah, I think she came out really cute. Like, I was gonna try to avoid doing people because people take a little longer to draw, but I think she turned out really nice. Okay, this was a fun page to do. There was a thing I was thinking of doing of a sticker series called the Mushroom Sprites, and so I was looking up different types of mushrooms and thinking how would they look like if they were just little sprites in the forest. Like, you know how in Princess Mononoke there's those like little glowy guys, or the little guys that like shake their heads. I was kind of thinking of inspiration of that, but also just Koroks from Zelda Breath of the Wild as well. So like, yeah, I made like little mushrooms. I forget all their names. That's just a toadstool mushroom, I guess. This one was like, I kind of want to redraw, but as like a witch person with like the same kind of hat. It's like a ink cap mushroom. This is supposed to be a gnocchi mushroom. This is an angel wing mushroom. And then I kind of got tired of drawing mushrooms for a bit. So then I drew a character. Again, along the series of the cat character in space from the first page. But the idea of her is that this may be the actual identity of Scribblestar. The idea of a space witch traveling through the galaxy to find and research life itself, and the thing, I don't know, I'm still experimenting with the idea. But yeah, I just thought that would be like, she was cute and I just wanted to draw her. So I drew this for Chinese New Year because my husband, his family is Cantonese and they're very big for celebrating it, and it's the year of the rabbit, so I thought I would make like a little tribute to him and his family, which is again the rabbit, and it's about like luck and wishes coming true. And so in both Japanese and Chinese culture, there is like the art of paper folding, which in Japanese is called origami. I can't remember what it's called in Chinese, but the idea of this is the little rabbit is making little lucky stars out of paper and throwing it up in the sky so those who make a wish on Chinese New Year can possibly get their wish to come true. I may want to redraw this in the future, but my husband really likes this drawing so far out of everything I've done. So yeah, it's a little tribute to him. So I decided to go back to drawing people for some reason, but I can't just draw normal people. No, I want to draw like demon people, demon chicks for some reason. So, and also just like practice body anatomy. So here's one girl from the back side, here's one girl in the front with like pasties, because you know, you can't post random body parts without censorship. And this is the last few days of the month in January. So as you can see, these are actually more little mushroom sprites. This was a lion head mushroom. This is supposed to be something called a bloody tooth mushroom. And then I think this one was called like the veil mushroom or something along those lines. And then, yeah, I went through like a girl phase. I just wanted to draw like fun girls. So I drew a witch girl doing like a boudoir shoot of some sort. I really like the colors that I chose with like the greens and the orange hair. I would like to draw her again. I just haven't gone around to doing so. I drew this girl for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking when I drew her. I don't know, I think I just did a pose and then I just kind of went with it and then just kept adding things, and I really like how she looks. She's like a little gothic person you would like meet on a bar for a date or something. Like, I don't know, I really like how she looks. And then I drew this, trying to do a perspective of like, you are down below looking up and you see her and she's like, oh, you think you're a tough boy or something like that? But like, you don't really think she's intimidating because she's like dressed like this, but in reality, she could probably kick your butt. But yeah, I'm a mix about this. I like it and I don't at the same time, and I think it's just how the perspective is, but again, it was fun, it was interesting. These are covered because these will be shown in the February update as to what I've done for the challenge. So with that being said, let's do a bit of a recap as to what I have learned in January 2023 for the Creative Challenge. So what have I learned for this challenge? That is a very good question. It's been so long since January happened that I'm kind of getting January and February mixed up, so I'm going to try my best to just talk about January. Obviously, you can, like, from the first month the first week to the last week, there has been such a high progression and change in not only my art style, but like the amount of detail, or I guess the creativity. Because again, like, I feel like last year I only drew maybe 10 good drawings out of the whole year, while this year, or this month alone, I feel like there's such more of a handful of drawings that I really like and I would want to either sell as prints or maybe even stickers. But like, the idea of, do I want to keep them as is or do I want to redo them as digital art is a different story. So I think just the amount of detail or time that I dedicate to the project has really changed. Because again, I went from like really simple, really quick illustrations that probably only took me like, I don't know, 10 to, let's say like 30, 45 minutes to like more detailed stuff that probably takes me like an hour or so to do so. But it's also one of those weird things where I've noticed that when I get into this state of mind where I dedicate time to drawing things like this, where I actually have like an end goal as to like making it from a sketch to a colored illustration, it's like almost it's like a meditation for me. I forget everything that's going on outside in the world, or I forget like some responsibilities, and I just focus on the moment. I'm focusing on what I'm doing and the end results. And everyone has different form of like meditation, but for me, this is my way to meditate. This is how I relax. This is how I forget all the bad things in the world for just 5 minutes and just enjoy the time that I'm doing this. The other thing is I forgot how much I love Copic markers or just coloring traditional work, because again, like, I would just draw traditionally in pencil and then do whatever digitally. And even though I still enjoy digital artwork, there's a difference between picking colors and dropping and shading in, say, Procreate, then there is actually finding the color in my marker collection and taking off the cap and coloring it in and having the smells. And I don't know, it's just, I enjoy, again, it's taking up more time for me to make these, but I'm enjoying the process so far. Like there are some days where I'm like, oh my god, I have to quickly go do my drawing, but I'm enjoying the process so far. I think, again, January was very crazy and busy for me, but I was so excited to spend the time to do these illustrations. That was like me time. I think I'm enjoying this challenge a lot more than I thought I was going to, which is a surprise for me. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this challenge, I think, a lot more than I thought. And especially with things going on in like my personal life or at work, it's just nice to know that I have a portion of the day I dedicate to myself that allows me to do whatever I want to do without someone criticizing or critiquing or telling me, oh, you should do this instead, or oh, this is a bad idea, just scrap it and start again. With everything I put in here, it is my work. Also, the other thing as well I want to talk about is these two pictures. I was really upset with how this turned out, and I was like, I want to even say I lost some sleep because I was like so upset, being like, why can I not draw a cow? Why is it so hard to draw this cow or this calf? And so when I was like, okay, the next day I'm going to redraw it again, and this time I'm going to be drawing it properly, or like make it look like a cow, and look up like a ton of reference pictures and figure out what happened with this to this, is a good state of me learning from my mistakes and progressing and getting a little better. Because again, not everything is going to be a Picasso piece or like a beautiful work of art, but the fact that I was still able to make something and stick to it and be like, okay, I still made it, I don't like it, whatever, is a big step for me because I'm such a perfectionist. And the fact of me being like, I'm just doing it, whatever, is such a game changer for me. Because even like this duck, I'm not a fan of this duck, but I still kept it in there. I was like,
I'm just gonna do a duck, it's fine.
it's not like this is gonna be like I have to get like a million people to approve it. I just need to do it. And the fact that I just did it is such a big accomplishment for me. Well, as you can see, I have completed the month of January, and I have already been doing illustrations and creating stuff for February. So you will have to wait until the next video to see what I have created. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it is to your liking. Please, if you want to see more of my work, leave a like, leave a comment, share with your fellow friends if you need to give them some inspiration of, you know, just doing that thing that they keep saying they're going to do. And I hope to see you in the next video. So until next time, peace!
Give me your soul.